Hello guys, it's Stephen and Phil here, back with another video on FOOTY.COM. Have we got something a little bit different today? I think it's the first time I've ever personally reviewed a Chinese New Year kit. You've probably done it at some point in your life, I don't know. But it's definitely a new thing for me. Manchester United have released a Chinese New Year drop, basically. Loads of kind of merch and all that kind of stuff. And at the centre of that is this very interesting Adidas Chinese New Year shirt. But don't forget, if you are a fan of kit culture, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video, including ones like this, which is totally unexpected. So hit subscribe now. Right, let's dive into this. It's different, Phil. I don't understand the point of it, really, other than, I guess, money. What do you reckon? What do you reckon?
I mean, this reminds me a lot of the various FIFA kits that we reviewed last year, for many reasons. Obviously, with those kits, they were released for all of Adidas's big teams, including United. They had a leopard print one, I seem to remember. This one, I mean, it falls into the same category of, unfortunately, it's basically just a kit that's never going to be worn on pitch. It's just a kit.
It's been released as a jersey, as a shirt, but essentially it's a bit of merch, isn't it?
Exactly. And a quick note about the collection. I had a quick look at the other stuff. There were some nice items. There was
Jacket's pretty cool.
Yeah, I quite like that black one there with the, I don't know, I guess it's a devil or
I bought a quick
dragon.
link on the screen. But
and I think actually, to be honest, some of that stuff isn't bad as kind of lifestyle stuff, but the kit is a much harder sell for me.
What it is, basically, I thought about long and hardness. Is it a kit? But then they're selling it as a kit. They're selling it as a full price kit, and like 75 quid. 75 quid.
It's the same as the Bruce Banana reissue from us.
So basically, they aren't treating it as a bit of merch. It's not a t-shirt. It's got the full branding, Adidas, Manchester United, and all kind of stuff. So we only review it as a kit, essentially. And if we're being totally utterly honest, it's a cynical cash grab. But let's be honest.
It is,
and the one thing it bugs me, and I've looked at loads of pictures now, is it me? Is that logo just wonky?
The crest, I must say, every picture I've seen, that retail one's probably the best, but it's still wonky on that. It's still, but you look at that one there with Rashford.
You can't tell.
No, if you drew a line, that one on James.
James, it just look. What's that about?
Hilariously wonky. And the funny thing is, I don't understand, because the template of the shirt is the same as last year. So it's not like it's a new template.
It doesn't have to not be wonky. That's the thing I don't understand.
It doesn't have to not be wonky. Now, you're right, on that picture there, that is the wonkiest crest I think I've seen.
It looks like a cheap knockoff.
It looks like a cheap knockoff, exactly. And we just talked about fake kits the other day.
Yeah, there's a video we did yesterday, which you can go check on the channel, how to spot a fake kit. This would actually fall into that, and it's real, which is this. I don't know what they're thinking there. The design itself, they've just gone for a big old dragon.
The design, when I look at the dragon itself, obviously, we do obsess over the patterns and the details, probably more than most people would. When I look at that, I don't actually think the idea is as bad as it's turned out to be. I think, particularly that, I guess, the dragon in the middle, it looks quite good. But the problem is with the sleeves for me. It's when you see that the pattern, the way it breaks, and it looks particularly ugly. I think the way it doesn't.
It's not a continued pattern. It's just
it's not.
It's really weird, isn't it? How you can see around this bits here.
It kind of breaks the illusion, and I think it was never going to be as good as that unreleased China shirt, which was amazing. Which of course had a dragon-inspired pattern, and even this year's China women's shirt was quite nice. The away shirt, which had a kind of dragon thing, and those are much more intricate and much more interesting. So, fair enough, it's not going to be that good. But if it just looks, compared to that, it looks really bad, I'd say.
This could have been, really interesting. It could have been really interesting. I feel like it would have been great if, the dragon, there was some, texture, and it was kind of merging a little bit with the colours, a bit more interesting. As you said, there was a more distinguished pattern going around. The badge was straight. Really, guys? Really?
Yeah.
You can't even make a badge that doesn't look like you just constantly... Do you know when you call a dog, it's because of that? It looks like it's just tilted its head. What's that about?
I know.
And also the price is also embarrassing, I think, for a cynical cash grab. It's not even being marketed as a fourth kit. It's not even going to be in FIFA or anything like that. I think the price is ridiculous for essentially what is just that. I think this could have been genuinely quite interesting. If it's going to exist, at least nail it. And I don't think they have done personally. That wonky badge, you just can't see past it. When you see it, we can't not see it.
Yeah, no, it's true. And obviously, until we would see one in person, we wouldn't know for sure. But based on the pictures, I would agree.
Final thoughts and score, Phil?
Yeah, I think this one is definitely not a kit I'd get excited about. And I think even though, a lot of people just hate all fourth kits. I don't hate all fourth kits.
No, I think it could be interesting.
I say fourth kit, as we said, whatever it is, but I think that's, to me, that's not the main issue.
It's the fourth kit they've released this year, put it that way.
Fourth kit released this year.
The marketing is a full price kit.
And that's the thing, I think even, I tend to give a bit more sort of, leeway for those kits because they are a bit sort of on their own category, but even in the category of fourth kits, it's one of the worst, I think.
It's lazy. It's lazy. Give it a score then.
It's going to be a low score. I mean, it's not quite as bad. I do actually dislike Southampton's kits more. I can't think what I gave them now. But it was pretty low. But this one is pretty bad. I think, put it this way, it could be any team, regardless of who it is, but it wouldn't do well.
You gave Southampton 28.
Right, well, 31. Yeah, I mean, this is, to be honest, it's probably... No, I'll sit it maybe a point ahead of Southampton's because I said I preferred it. 29, it's that bad. I do think
Hang your head in shame, Manchester United. This is a very cynical kit. It's a lazy looking kit. It's a confusing looking kit. It could have been interesting. It's a bit of fashion kind of culture, but I think it's just there's so many design flaws on it that make it stop a shirt from being... it was always going to be a cash grab, but it could have been an interesting cash grab at the very least. Look at the Juventus Jeep thing. That's a cash grab, really. I mean, they haven't used it on the pitch.
Palace, yeah.
Sorry, Palace thing. Yeah,
spot on. Great example.
But interesting. The Barcelona one.
The fourth kit, yeah.
Interesting with the blood and it looks better. This is just lazy, especially with the wonky badge. Come on, guys. Anyway, that is our verdict. Please feel free to tell us why we're talking absolute nonsense if you want to in the comments below. Let us know your opinions because we do read all the comments and your input is absolutely valuable. Don't forget as well, if you want to try and find any Manchester United gear anywhere, go over to FOOTY.COM and search there and you'll find the cheapest prices you find anywhere online for Manchester United shirts and all that kind of stuff in general. But for now, go check out our video on how to spot a fake kit. This one isn't a fake kit, I promise you. It's a big, long, in-depth dive to all that kind of thing because at this time of year it's pretty important. Subscribe if you're new to this channel, like, comment, all the usual stuff, and we'll see you soon.